Well, I did it. I finally broke through the 300 barrier, and I have to tell you, I am really, really happy about that. I actually had hit that mark the day before Thanksgiving, but I didn't want to get too anxious and post a video knowing Thanksgiving was the next day and not knowing what the numbers on the scale would look like after Thanksgiving. So I'm happy to say that Thanksgiving has come and went, and I am still solidly out of the threes forever, and it is such a good feeling. I know to a lot of you out there, you probably started out right around 300 or less than 300, and seeing that number on the scale probably makes you cringe, but for me it is a very exciting moment. And to Mark, I just want to say to you, I know you are right behind me if you are not there already, and I cannot wait to see your next video where you are firmly in the 200s as well. This is me cheering you on. Woo, 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 woo. Go Mark! Anyway, here I am at week 26, I believe. Tuesday will be my 6 months. 6 months since my surgery, and like everybody else says, yes, I cannot believe it has been 6 months. I am excited that I hit 2 goals within my 6 months. First, losing 100 pounds by my 6-month mark. Secondly, being out of the 300s by 6 months. So I have accomplished both of those, and that really makes me feel great. The let's see, my starting weight was 403 to get to the numbers, and as of today, as you saw on my beginning picture, I am 297.4. I don't do the point thing. I'm just a rounded up straight number kind of gal, but for the purpose of showing you guys that I made it past the 300 mark, I went ahead and took that picture of the scale. But to me, I'm 297. I don't do the point thing. So at that number, it puts me at 106 pounds lost. So I'm very happy about that. How could I not be happy about that? A little bit about my week. I did not have the best Thanksgiving, unfortunately. I woke up Thursday morning bright and early and decided to go hop on my treadmill before everyone woke up. And I wasn't on the treadmill maybe 5 minutes, and my daughter comes downstairs and she says, "Mom, you need to take a look at your son." And so my little one comes down the stairs, and my mouth about hit the floor. The left side of his face was swollen up to about here. He obviously looked like he had an abscess. So I immediately call our dentist to see if they have an emergency number. They don't. I call the pediatrician to see if they have an emergency, which they do have an emergency clinic, but of course it was Thanksgiving, so it was closed. So the only, close this out down here, the only choice that I had was to take him to the emergency room. So by 9 o'clock on Thanksgiving morning, I was at the emergency room with my littlest. And we didn't leave out of there till about 1:30 in the afternoon. It was pitiful. They really couldn't do a whole lot for him. They said he needed to see an oral surgeon or, a dentist, some type of specialist in that area. But, they could start him on some antibiotics and give him something for the pain, because he was in so much pain. He just kept crying and crying and crying. I just felt so horrible for him. Well, the doctor decided to try and give him a round of antibiotics through IV. And that was pure torture. They tried 3 times to get an IV in him. And you want to talk about blood-curdling screaming. It did not happen. So finally the nurse said, "Let me go talk to the doctor again." And he agreed to just give him an antibiotic shot in his thigh and to get him started. And then they gave me a prescription for some pain medicine. And they gave me some pain medicine there in the hospital as well. So by the time we made it to my mother's, about 2 o'clock on Thanksgiving afternoon, everybody waited till we got there to eat. So by then the pain meds had kicked in, and thank goodness he was able to eat okay. But here it is Sunday, and his face, it has gone down some. The antibiotics are starting to work, but he's still pretty swollen, and he's still in a lot of pain if I don't give him the pain meds, every 4 hours. So tomorrow, first thing in the morning, we will be contacting his dentist office and see where we go from there to see if they can pull it or what they can do to fix my baby. So that was my Thanksgiving. Other than that, like I said, by the time we got to my mom's and he was no longer in pain, we did have a nice time. And it turned out going well. It ended up just being me and my mom and the kids. My brother, who's normally there, he had to work, so it was just us, and we had a good time. We played charades, which is a tradition that we've started in the last couple of years, and my daughter, she wrote down all the things on pieces of paper, and we all drew them out of a hat, and we had fun acting out the things that she had written down. So we had a good time playing charades, and we played Are You Smarter Than a Fifth Grader, which you want to talk about something to make you totally feel like an idiot. That's the game to play, because there were definitely things that my daughter knew the answers to that I did not, and that's pretty sad. But again, we had a lot of fun, and you know, all in all, it was a nice Thanksgiving, and definitely have a lot to be thankful for this year. And things are going well. I hope everything is going well for all of you out there, and until next time, see you guys.